we're back after a nice vacation. I feel all better and refreshed and ready to program some, well, something. Games, I guess. We'll call it games. Man, my green screen settings are all out of whack here. Let me get this fixed. Something ain't going right. Hold on. I think my white balance got all hosed up on my camera. What's that all about? What is that all about? That's mo better. Now I look like a living person, not a vampire. Right? I don't know. Anyway, glad to be back after vacation. Glad to see my friends again. So we are still working on getting a pawn out on the scene. One of the things though that I want to do that I still haven't got my head quite wrapped around yet, so I'm gonna play with it a little bit. And that is currently the play map is set to 200 by 100 with a tile size of 4. So if I go into the play map, it looks like a dice. I don't want it this big. This is too big. I want this zoomed in, and I need the play map a bit smaller. So what I need to do is I'm going to cut this in half to start with, but then it's just small, right? So it's the same resolution, just smaller, right? So I don't want that. Oops. I also need to adjust these controls, what I'm controlling this with, so I can do drag and drop and stuff, and scroll wheelie instead of messing with the keyboard. Anyway, that's a different problem. But what I want to do is make this zoomed in and bigger, and I'm still having problems kind of understanding, because I want my tile size. My tile size is 4, so if I just make my tile size bigger, it starts getting bigger chunks out of the PNG. So this is the actual size of the PNG tile in pixels, right? They're 4x4. So what I need to do is figure out how to scale this in. I mean, I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around which thing it is I'm supposed to make bigger. I think it's this stuff down here where we assign the play map sprite, and we want the camera scale to be bigger, I think. So if I were to make this 2, right, then we're going to make the sprite width bigger. What I don't understand is I already had the sprite width at 2560 by 1440. Why wasn't it that size? That's what I'm having trouble wrapping my head around. And now, oh god, it's not even there. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm a little confused. So I need to start breaking this down so I can understand and finally get my head wrapped around this, because I've been just kind of breezing through it and not really digging into the understanding. So let me start understanding this. So we've got the sprite width and sprite height become the width and height of the sprite. Okay, that makes sense. And then the XY is the offset. This is just where we're centering how it's displayed, I think. But why is my sprite width should be 2560 by 1440, right? Why doesn't it just resize the actual? Because this is just the number of cells, 100 by 50. The tile size is, I think that's number of cells. Isn't that what I'm doing here? No, excuse me. I need to go to generic map and find out what it's initialized. Okay, width and height is what actually? That'll go into generate map. All right, so yeah, width and height is just the number of cells in the array, right? Okay. So if I reduce that, I've got fewer cells in the array, which is fine. What I really need, so the tile size is... Why did I just close that? Playmap tile is the tile size. All right, so if I have that at 4, right? So size becomes the width and height of the sprite, right? Yeah. So that 4 is the width and height of the sprite. So I can't change that, because if I change that, it starts reading different things from the PNG. Fine, right? Because we've got this, where's my sprite? We've got this biome sprite, which is, these are all 4x4 pixel bits, right? So how do I... So if I make them 8, then it's what it's going to do is it's going to read 8x8, and that's not the sprite, right? That's not the index of the sprite. So so we don't want to do that. Oh, also I changed the spawn pawn. We now have an actual pawn. We've got Dork the Orc here for our pawn. So we'll have something, you know, showing up. Our buddy Dork. So anyway, what I need... So it's not... So the play map itself and the tiles are not controlling that. The rendering size. What controls the rendering size should be here. The size of the sprite, the playmap sprite that we're doing, right? So my playmap sprite should be width by height, which should be right now 2560 by 1440. That doesn't appear to be the case, so I'm not understanding something here, right? This is not 2650 by 1440. This is smaller than that. So why? What am I missing here, chat, that I'm not understanding? Where do I actually just scale up? Yeah, that's the zoom in and out there. Let me start marking some things here. That's that. All right, so what were we doing? Because this is something that Amir walked us through a few weeks back, but I can't exactly remember what all the bits were, so we're gonna have to understand all the bits. So the camera offset X and Y is just where... Hey, Sire. What's happening, man? Help me understand this. How the hell do I scale this up? I mean, I would assume that my playmap sprite at this point, because I'm doing sprite width and height, YouTube messages aren't coming through. What the fudge? Hold on. Oh, they surely aren't. All right. Well, that's a pisser. Well, let me see what I can do about that. In the meantime, explain to me what I'm doing wrong here. Why can't I scale this up? I just want my my 50 by 100 cells that I've put in here. Oh, it's the source X and source. Wait, what? Like here, so what I'm doing right now is sprite width and sprite height become the width and height of this playmap sprite. Which, I mean, the sprite itself should be 2560 by 1440. Maybe the sprite is, and I'm just not filling it up with... Oh, do I need to go the other way? I need to make the sprite width and height smaller so that it will scale it up? That may be the thing. I think that's the thing. All right, let me see if I can fix this messaging stuff. That is not at all what I wanted to click. Where am I? Here I am. All right, let's see. What have I got here? Why are my... Oh, my relay wasn't set up, so that's a thing. I'm reading here. I'm just reading silently. Hold on. Source X, source Y. Source width and source height. Okay, I'll check into that. So I will try to I'll try to keep an eye on the YouTube chat. Hopefully setting the relay up again fixes it, but we'll see. All right, so let's check this out. Source width. I got it. That did in fact fix it. Thank you, sire. I got your test. So YouTube appears to be working. I'm not sure why Restream switched off my relay bot, but it did for some reason. All sprite properties and primitive marker. Yeah. But where's the source? I'm trying to really understand this. Okay. Source width and source height. I don't understand exactly what that is, though. Let's see. Well, let's find out what happens if I mess with it. So I should be able to do this, right? So if I make this, let's say 8. Yeah, I see the link there, sire. I'll look at it in a hot second. And let's see. Oops. I'm gonna have to restart this. I can't reload that on the fly, which is not Dragon Ruby's fault. See, so this doesn't appear to be any bigger. I just want this zoomed in about 3 or 4 times. Oh, so source is a read-only thing? Oh, yeah. So, but what is source? Source is the source rectangle. Okay. Oh. Okay. So you're saying X and Y is where I draw it, right? So that's just this, and this is just basically all this stuff is just centering sprite. So here I should have, it should be 2560 by 1440, right? That's what it's set to. You don't provide the source X, source Y, and source W, source H are assumed to be the same. What? So you're saying I need to do something here? This, oh. So the source, okay. So what I'm saying is, here's what I want it rendered at, and it's assuming that the source that I've got is the same size. I need to tell it, no, my source is actually smaller, so you need to blow it up. I think that's what you're saying, right? We'll see. Okay. So my source width, so let's say I say this is, we'll have to do calculations here, but for the sake of testing, yeah, provide the XY, but let's just see if this blows it up. Blows it up. It won't here because reasons. Right. No. Why? All right, so you say source X, source Y. No. Is this because I'm not making a new one because I'm resuming? Would that be the reason? It's just not building a new thing? Let's try from new. Okay. So we got here, let's go here. We'll start. Nah, no. It's just not doing the thing. All right. So let us, oh my God, the frame rate. Let's understand a little bit about what we're dealing with here. So if I've got args, play map sprite, Sweet Lord. Yeah, args.state. Okay. So my width and height are what I expect. The source width and source height. Okay, I'm confused. I would expect this to double the size that I'm seeing. Camera could be having an influence too, huh? Oh. He missed. So that's got an offset X and an offset Y. So I think that's just the... Well, let us not monkey with... Let's do this. Set this to 0 offset. Bloody phone. Camera scale is 1, so the scaling should be correct. All right. And that's just when it's moved. So let's put everything back to... Yeah, the scale is 1, so this should not make any difference right now. Right? That's what I'm thinking. So let's resume this. Whoa. I don't I don't understand what I'm not understanding here. What am I not understanding that is causing my understanding to be not understood at all? Uh-oh. My load is broken. Okay. Well, we'll have to check that out at some point. I'm not gonna worry about it now. Let's not do this either. Let's just set this to 0. Right? Okay. So and those are actually getting set correctly. So that's fine. I think. What happens if I set the camera scale to 2? So essentially I'm just doubling these numbers here. Let's find out. Oh! Oh, hello. Oh. So those numbers just weren't big enough? Is that what you're telling me? Why am I not? Okay. 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 So if I want it really zoomed in, make this 4. Yeah. Okay, I think we're getting where I want to be. Yes. Okay, we're getting where I want to, except my movement isn't working now. What did I broke it. That's okay. I got this understood now. All right, great. Now, why is my movement broken? Rid of that. So... Oh. My movement's broken because that. What the hell just happened? Uh-oh. So... All right, let's just start with this, see where we're at. Okay, that's working, but no movement. But now, if I... This is weird. So, if I turn this back on and turn these... Oops. Off. Right? So this is just... I thought this was just moving... Marco! What's happening, man? How'd you like RailsConf? Was it good? So now this thing is gone. I don't understand why that would change anything. Huh. So the only thing I changed was this. There must be some kind of error happening in there or something, right? Let's the source X stuff. Oh, yeah, time flies when you have fun. That's for sure. Well, I'm glad you liked it, man. This is worth the trip, because I know that was a pretty hefty trip for you. Let's see. So you're saying let's just see what happens when I get rid of that. Oh, it was only 8 hours? Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it's more than I like, but most people don't have a problem with that. But I'm old and grouchy, so, you know. Huh. Huh. I'm really confused by this. You think get rid of those too? Maybe we shouldn't have gone there. Yeah, we do need a Dragon Ruby conf. I'd be down for that. Son of a gun. Why is this screwing this up? I don't understand what's going on here. New map? Well, but I mean, if I just swap these in and out, things start working again, and I don't understand why. That doesn't make sense to me. See? But I can't move things. So I don't really understand exactly what's going on there. Oh, I can't hold the button down. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that too. But see, I can't move it. So wait a minute. Is this anchored at 0, 0? What is my camera offset? XY is only drawn at 0, 0. Well, I know, but it shouldn't be. It should just move. So if my window is this big and I make my PNG this big and I set my offset, it should just move the PNG around in relation to the window, right? Let's right, I gotta look at what that actually gets set to. I don't think this is necessary, so let's get rid of that. All right. So let's see what never gets changed. Well, it should be changed though. What? Oh. So X is, oh wow, it's very negative. So it's there, it's just way off the screen. Okay. Why is that? Yeah, when I had it just 0, it was just not getting changed. But yeah, so my X and Y are very negative. But why are they very negative? args.state.camera. Oh, because I'm a knothead? Huh. So I need to... What does this need to be? This needs to be the actual size of the sprite, right? No, this is the size of the render window minus the width of the... but see... Swap those two around. Yeah, I know. That's... What the hell did I just do? Weird. Yeah, 2560 times scale is going to be huge, because right now it's times 4, which was solving one problem but created this problem. Yeah, this code is unchanged, but so what this is doing is it's... So if I have the sprite is this big and my render window is this big, right? I want to take the sprite and move it so that it's centered, which means I need to make my X and my Y negative. But I think what's happening here is it's becoming too negative. It's so negative that it's not even showing the sprite. So I'm at negative 4160. 23. Well, no, that should be okay, because this is my width and my height, so I should still be seeing, unless that's just so big it can't Dragon Ruby can't render it or something, or I've got some kind of cutoff where I'm well then, all right, so then why don't we... Let's do this. It doesn't... Well, but it shouldn't be outside the viewport, see, because the width and the height of the actual PNG are this big, and it's moving it, it's offsetting it by negative 4160, negative 2340. So the start point, well, no, because it was working before when I didn't have it that big. When I was doing when my camera scale was just 1, that was working okay, and it was still going negative. But I'm wondering if my camera scale 1 should be just the 1280 720. Let's see what this does. No. I don't understand. Does it work if you just set the offset to 0? Yes, it does. Well, if I set the offset. If I set the X and Y to 0, it does. If I set the offset to 0, then it would get a small pause. All right, let's find out, shall we? Why am I putting... Well, the offset isn't setting the image dimensions, it's setting the image location, right? Right, so I've got, all right, so that's working. Working weird, but it's working. Now, what if I just make We're thinking to rule out if the offset or the dimension. Oh, yeah. Good thinking. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to embiggen this again and see what we get. Right? Let's see if that, if I'm blowing past some kind of, no? Embiggen. One of my favoritist words. Sorry, most favoritist. All right, this is good. We're getting there. I'm starting to understand more. Now, what I don't understand. Wait, why do I even need? Oh, because I'm trying to get it centered to start with. But if I'm going to be at 2560 times 4. So I don't want it at 0, 0. I want to move it down so that I'm in the center. So in order to do that, I just need the offset. Why am I subtracting it from? Oh, because I'm trying to get the center of the screen. I still don't understand why this wouldn't work. Maybe it's just because the offset is too far out and there is a limit to how far you can move. And I mean, I'm wondering. Because if I do this, instead of the offset being 0, if I do this again, this should break. No? I swear I'm gonna figure this out. Oh, what the hell? What? Did I not say? I didn't save it. Because I'm a derp. Alright, yeah. So that's broken. So what happens? Alright, let's try this. Let's try doing it. Making this bigger since I'm embiggening the other stuff. Let's embiggen that. I just want to see what kind of effects this has. Not good effects. Right? Let's try. Huh. Because, so if I put my camera scale back down to 2, I don't want to do that though. No, the game window is hard set to 1280 by 720. That's a DR thing. So, or the display window is, right? So when I open this area, this window is always 1280 by 720 pixels. Even if I do this, it's still 1280 by 720. They just scale it, right? So the viewing area is always 1280 by 720. Right, so you can see it just scaled everything up, which is fine. But I don't understand why just this offset. Why am I using that? Because, well, I was originally using this, right? I was just trying this to see if maybe I was getting far too negative, but that doesn't appear to be the case. So that was just a test. This is what I was using. But that doesn't work. See, that's broken. But if I set it to 0, it shows up. But the problem is it shows up way up here. Hey, Urban. How's it going? How are things in the Green Isles? Huh. So why would so plus the, okay, so I'm doing the plus this because this is actually what's moving it. I'm doing good, man. Having fun. Had vacation last week, so I'm all jazzed to get back to the fun stuff this week. I'm getting my first stream in a couple of weeks, so I'm all excited and happy and full of piss and vinegar, you know? But I am really confused by this. So if I take this off, this is what actually allows me to move the camera, right? That's what that's doing, the up and down, left and right movement. But the initial offset, it's going to be, start at, the offset will be 0, 0, which is fine. But then we just want the sprite to be centered. I don't understand why this is blowing it up. There must be some kind of size limitation or something I'm running into here. Because this works, right, with the 0, 0. But we don't want the sprite showing up there. We want it showing up here. Of course, if I'm 0, 0, why isn't it showing up here? What? I got something off because I shouldn't be showing up here, right? I should be anchored at the 0, 0 point, which is down here. What the hell? Wait, what? What if I can put things in here? No, doesn't work. Just thought I'd check. Max texture size. Well, there you go. Am I exceeding that? Well, no, because I'm not changing the size of the texture. I'm just changing the offset. So that's not breaking it. Wow. I am very stumped, chat. I think what's going to have to happen, the actual dimensions of the map sprite. No, I don't think so. It's going to be 2560 times 4 at the moment is going to be the actual 2560 1440 times 4 is what the sprite is. So it's 10,000 something and 6,000 something, I think, right? So if I do, damn it, I did it again. I did it again. Args.state. Kali map. Oh my god. Oh. So yeah, this is the actual width and height of my sprite, right? And 240 by 5760. X is minus 10 and Y is minus 25. So now what is it? All right, let me see what it is when it first creates it. Scale the offset? No, I don't think so. Well, I mean, it is scaling the offset because it's doing the sprite width and sprite height, so that gets scaled automatically. It's always coming off of 1280 by 720 because remember that the display area is always the 1280 by 720. And that's what I'm trying to center into. But let's see what it is when okay, so it's starting out at 320 by 180. Why would the X and Y be set to that? If my offset is 0, my X is... So what is this at the moment? Why is that set to that? The offset is halfway. Oh, it's set to that because of this. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, because I set it to that. All right, so if I don't want to set it to that, let's set those to 0. So that should put me at the 0, 0 spot. Yeah. All right, here we go. There. All right, so now got that mystery solved. Now let's say the X and Y offset of, let's call it this, right? Just hard code it and see what happens. I really want to understand what the hell's going on. Okay, either 100 pixels isn't enough for me to tell, or let's go negative 1,000 in both directions, right? Yeah, all right, so that works okay. I did negative 1,000. Now let's try bumping this up to ridiculous amounts, right? And see if we run into some kind of, if I'm 2560 times 4, that's the 10,000 something. So if I offset by 8,000, I should still have some of it showing. And then the 14, so if I offset by 4,000, so let's try that. Just want to see if things are... So it's gone. So there must be some kind of maximum here, and I can't go off screen more than that. Oy. Oh. Not a very big maximum. That work? No. That works. Well. Wait a tick. If my size is way larger than that, my offset should be 0 at this point. Yeah. So, why is this? Let me go back to 5,000 because my sprite width is 10,000 something, right? Because I'm 2560 times 4. So I should be able to move it over about 5,000, negative 5,000, and still be able to see half of it, give or take, right? So let's not mess with the Y offset yet. So at negative 5,000x, I should still be able to see about half of that PNG. And I can't. And I can't move it into existence. So there is some kind of limit I'm hitting here. I'll have to investigate that. All right, so right now I'm just going to leave it at 0, 0. Yeah. I could, if I put that back to, yeah, that at 0, 0. Yep. All right, so we should be in good here. All right, cool. Now, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Put that away. All right, good. Now what I want to do is get Dork the Orc to show up on our screen. So if I put him at 50-50, I should be able to see him center-ish of the screen because I'm at 0, 0, right? Right. Okay. What I'm thinking is, I mean, he should be there already. The problem I think we're having is that my pawn size, yeah, 16 by 16, I think is what I'm. Let's do that. All right. And then my tile X and tile Y. Tile X and tile Y is coming from base sprite address. So that's from here. What did I set my base sprite address? Did I even set them? Oh, maybe that's my problem. Oh no, the base sprite address is 0, 0. Okay, yeah. Well. So I should be able to, so this is 0, 0 and it's 16 by 16, so it should be cutting that out okay. And then if I, how can I tell if if a sprite is drawn on top of or behind another sprite. Because I know there's an ordering to how these things display. Generate play maps, spawn a pawn. So that if I... Oh, no. So this is putting the sprite out, and then in the tick, it's doing this, so it's covering this up, I think. I think that's the problem. So I can't do this here. I need to... Assign the playmap sprite and then paint pawns, right? So I want to do this stuff here on the tick, not just once and then cover it up with my map, right? And I need to make sure that that's happening after the map is drawn. Except that's not gonna... Okay. So I'm gonna need... I don't know what I'm going to want to call that eventually, but I need to keep a list of all the pawns so I know what to draw. And then I've got to do... Then I got to do that. All right, let's see if that works. No. Each doesn't exist on an entity. Oh, whoops. Yeah, because let's... Oh, the spawn is fine, so I want this to be... I need to make that an array first, right? Hey, Levi. Oh, you missed all the fun of me being an idiot. You probably could have solved that in half a hot second. I have a pawn. He's not the right size, but I have him. Aha! And he doesn't resize with the... Oh, because I'm not... E. So that's going to be fun. All right, let's see if we can straighten this out now. All right, but that was the problem. He was getting drawn and then covered up by the map because I wasn't doing the drawing on the tick. I know. He missed it, man. I was trying to understand all the zooming and stuff of the map and wasn't understanding... It seems, though, maybe you know, if I... Where's my stuff here? So what we were fighting with is when my offset, my X offset and Y offset for where I'm starting my paint is too big, it just never renders. So is there a limit to what my X and Y offset for my sprite route can be? Because if I set this to like -1000, -1000, it's fine. If I set it to -2000, minus 1000, I don't get the sprite anymore. So I didn't know if there's some kind of, it seems like there's some kind of limit there that I don't know about, but maybe I'm just being a dummy. Because my sprite is like 10,000 by 5,000 ish. It's this times 4, right? But if I try to move that too far off the screen, it just doesn't show up anymore. So I don't understand that part. All right, so now I've got a pawn, but he's not big enough. Yeah, the texture's right, but it's not having a problem with the size of the texture. It's having a problem with where I move it to. Like, it's painting this fine as long as I'm starting at 0, 0. But if I go too far to the negative, it stops painting it. So I don't know if that's just me being a dummy or what, but too much negativity. Yeah, maybe I should talk nicer to it and it'll do what I want, right? Anyway, I eventually figure that out, but I've got something painting now, so that's good. All right, so let's see what I can do about the scale of this bloody pawn. I think, so I've got it set at 16 by 16. I think I made those 32 actually, so yeah, there we go. All right, so I've got the whole thing in there. Usually render the map onto a render target and then pan that on the screen. Yes, it is actually in a render target. Let's see. I think, unless I did something wrong. No, I'm looking here. So when I assign the playmap sprite, see, I'm making the sprite, putting it in the sprite thing, and then we put it in a render target. So it's going into a render target. Pretty sure I did that right. So here we're just saving the sprite off to, saving it off to, oh. Wait, do I need to not be doing that? So this, so I've already got this. Why am I putting it in here? I don't think I should be doing this, should I? Oh, maybe I should. Was I thinking too hard? I must have been thinking too hard. Ideas, TM. I like it. Yeah, I'm not sure either. We'll figure it out at some point. Okay, so here I've got a little pawn. Now, when I do my scrolling in and out, he's not doing the thing. So, because I'm only doing the scroll adjustments on the map sprite, right? And that is a different sprite, that little dude. So I'm doing the camera scale scrolling here. I can get rid of those now. But I am not doing it to drawing pixels on a canvas. Yes, we are. So if I, oh my gosh, does that mean that every single sprite that I put on here, every pawn that I put on here, because they're going to be moving independently, I'm going to have to zoom in on them independently? Apply draw the bitch to RT's goes the same transform rather to cover them. So the render target. Oh, so I want to. Oh, okay. So rather than. Are you saying just add the pawn to the render target of the map? Or create one that has the map render target plus the pawn render targets? The pawn sprites? That's what I said. Okay, I think... So every frame I'm going to create a new... Basically one PNG render target with all my sprites positioned where they should be. And just paint that one thing. Whew. Alright, well... Okay, so create a render target of the pawns. Like the map in one render target, the pawns in another render target, and just do those things instead of trying to transform each little pawn. Gotcha. Okay, so I'll basically have to do 2 transforms, but that's better than 64 transforms if I have a lot of colonists, right? Okay, so instead of... All right, so now what I gotta do is let's make a target name of pawns. Yeah. Well, I wasn't looking forward to doing that, so I that didn't seem like a good idea. All right, so what I want to do is I still want to make the render target the same size as the map, right? And I have to do all this crap to them. Yikes. But I don't do it there. What I want to do is I need... Oh, how do I add multiple things to a single render target? Is that a thing I can do? Oh, yeah, because I'm just shoveling those in there. What? Yeah, well, because up to now I've just been doing my one map PNG into a render target. But, oh no, that's not true. Well, but I mean, I can do this, right? And it'll just keep adding each of my pawns to the same render target. Don't do which. Don't do this. Well, okay, so I'm gonna need to do, so here's my play map sprite. Yeah, I should call this paint map to be consistent. I think I would rather do that. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, why don't do that? How else will I get them in there? So I want to call this pain map. Yeah, that's true. Oh, the shovel is no bueno there. Oh, I see. So it's not just adding to an array. It does some things. Gotcha. All right, so if I don't want to do that, then do I just put it into, like, put it into a, let's say, or do I just shovel the whole pawn in there? Do I just shovel that in? No, I can't do that because that's not the list of the sprites. Render target, primitives, array map. Oh, instead of each, do a map, you mean? Okay. Can do that. Because what we want to accomplish is doing fewer shovels because they're expensive. Okay. Gotcha. I'm catching on. I'm a little slow, but I catch on eventually. You have to tell me a bunch of times. What makes me pretty. All right. So let's do, we'll get rid of the each in a minute. Resetting the width and height is not needed. What do you, in what, huh? Oh, here. Right. Yeah. Well, if I get rid of the each, I won't have to Oh, you mean because I'm doing this each tick. Well, we can do some experimentation. Once I get something working, we'll try it and see. That's one sure way to know. All right, so if not, should I be putting it here and then just assigning the primitives? Wait, what? Why am I doing this if I'm going to put things in a render target? I don't understand that. And also, I want to shortcut this. Oh, does mruby do this? Is that an mruby thing that I can do? Or do I have to do it the long thing? Okay, it must not be an mruby thing. Gotcha. That's basically in Ruby. That's basically a shortcut for this. Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm a dum-dum, but yeah. expected local variable or method. Why? All right, let's just because I used the wrong bloody god. Yeah, that's yeah. Sometimes I'm a bit thick. Still, it's what makes me pretty. It's a good thing I'm pretty. All right. All right, so this should work, right? I mean, I've still got to do the moving and stuff, but this should paint. Because so never know. There are always hidden tricks. Yeah, I know, right? Always little things. Yeah, because I don't have this. I don't understand though why. Like if I do this, right, they'll show up. Where am I? See, so he wasn't showing up before because I wasn't putting it here. But I need to put... Oh. Do I need to do that? Not that. That. I'm missing a trick here somewhere. Yeah, I gotta put it in the sprites, right? Art. What? Procedure's the same as with the map sprite. Yeah, well, okay. So that's... Well then, what I'm doing with the map sprite, which I don't understand, is basically this. But if I'm putting it in the render target and then I'm doing this, aren't I just rendering every sprite? Yeah, that's what I'm doing, and so I don't understand. That doesn't seem right to me. Oh God, I'm dumb. Never mind. I'm okay. So this isn't the render target that I'm doing here. The render target is up here. Once I put that in... Oh. Yeah. So what I need to do is... Yeah, so that's setting up... Right, yeah. I mean, I can copy and stuff. I'm trying to make sure I understand. I'm trying to absorb this into the brain pan so I know what I'm doing. So this... I'm making this playmap sprite. Where is it? Come on, scroll. Hell. So I'm making this playmap sprite, right? Which is just a thing that I'm storing a definition. It's just a hash. And then I assign that to sprites. The output sprites actually paints this, so I'm a little confused as to why then I'm creating this target and how that's being used. I don't understand, because the target is this. Right, yeah, I get that it's programmatically created sprite, but aren't these also individual sprites that I'm putting here? No, not. Okay. I'm the sprite of the render target. But what I'm putting in there is just because of that. Okay. Now I'm tracking. Now I'm tracking. Gotcha. Okay. You got me there, Levi. You got me there. All right. Now, so what I should be able to do then is basically reuse this set render target. So, all right, so not this. All right, so we want to make a yeah, Neo catches Trinity. Love it. Let's see. All right, so this is what I'm trying to create there. This thing. Right? So Nope. I'm getting there. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. All right, but instead of play map sprite, I want, let's call it pawn map, so I don't get confused about what I'm actually doing, right? Good. Now, then this is, yeah, okay. And then this, another layer. Right. I'm catching it. I'm catching on, kids. Sorry. All right. So in the paint map, and that's just settings. That's just, well, I mean, that's the zoom in and out, but I'll worry about that in a minute. Sprite width and height. I mean, I assume I should just make those the same. So it's just like two, like here's my map and here's all my sprites and they just sit on top and I move all of them together like that, right? Yeah. So this is gonna, and we'll generalize all this stuff later. Twitches. Should those be named? Yes, they probably should. This should all be refactored. This is nasty hammer and duct tape coding here, and it needs some refactor for sure. All right, so I got that. So then I've got this stuff. put that on hold for the moment. And then I need my X and Y offset stuff, which right now I'm setting to 0. Okay, okay. I'm making this sprite thing here, the sprite definition, and calling it pawn map. So then I set that into the what? Okay, so this is going to get set to this thing because I'm putting, this is the render target, the render target sprite that I'm going to put out called pawn map. But then I need to put those pawn sprites into the thing somewhere. Now, where was I doing that for the map? And also I need to call this. Ah. So this would be pawn map. My primitives are going to be args, pawns, map, that, I think, right? So that'll put those primitives into my render target all together. Set the render target up. Now, why am I doing these things after the paint calls? Shouldn't that be the other way around? I need to build the render targets first. The hell am I doing this backwards? Right? That's backwards, right? Okay. So I want to paint the map, then paint the pawns on top of it, because this order matters, right? Because if I did this the other way, the pawns would be underneath and you wouldn't see them. The order technically does. Oh, you mean for that? Okay, right. But this plays with my brain easier. Okay, okay. I don't need this. Yeah. Because it seems like if I did it that way, my brain says, hey, you're going to paint an empty, then you're going to fill it, then the next tick you're going to paint what was filled last time, and then you're going to fill a new one, instead of fill it, then paint it. Whether that's technically true, that's the way my brain is working, so I'm just going to do it that way. So then I have all this stuff. This stuff would end up being generalized, but right now I am just going to, all right, well, let's get this working and then we'll refactor it, right, boys and girls? I'm just gonna copy this whole bloody thing. Now that I understand, I can copy pasta. There, so we'll go like that. Don't think there's any reason to change any of that stuff. So in theory, TM, this should work. Oh. What? Playmap scene 14. And then blowed up. Set the render target. Why? What are you griping about? Method named pawns doesn't exist on ARGs. Well, I know it doesn't. Oh. Okay, I'm all right. It's good. We'll get there. Oh! Look at that. Ah! I understand. Oh, that's, oh, I love when the light bulb goes off. Oh my goodness. I mean, that pawn sucks, but you know, at least it looks like something. Yeah, it works. You can see there's a bit of lag between, like, when I zoom in and out, you can see the things. Yeah, look. You worky. Spawn a pawn. Yeah, oh. I forgot that I did WASD here. Yeah, so you can tell these are two different sprites because it's like a microsecond difference in the movement, but I don't care about that. Oh wow, that is so cool. I did a thing. Chat. All right, so I am going to put this away before I start breaking things, and then we're gonna do a bit of refactoring in there because that's a god-awful mess. Need some Twitch emojis. Oh, I don't have any Twitch emoji. Yeah, I really don't. Maybe I should work on that. I didn't spend a lot of time setting up Twitch, really. But I need to. So I will work on those things. I will work on adding some fun stuff for you guys in Twitch. Oh, awesome. That would be awesome and appreciated, man. One or two emote slots, yeah. I can. So here's the thing. Chef is the most important one, yeah. Wait. All right. I'll tell you. Here's the thing in a second. Let me finish doing this before I forget what I'm doing. All right, so let's put that away. All right, so here's the thing. We did reach what we needed for followers for me to become a Twitch, what's the first one, affiliate, I think. But if I do that, I have to stop live streaming to YouTube. So I haven't done it yet because I'm really not sure if I want to stop live streaming to YouTube. So I don't know. I'll have to kind of get a pulse from the audience about how they want to do that. Yeah, so see, I'm not, but it's really hard to get any kind of stuff on to get the partnership stuff on YouTube. You have to do a crap ton of stuff and it takes forever. So I mean, but yeah, Twitch is surprisingly tame for you, huh? I don't usually have any problems with Twitch, but I've got a really beefy pipe here because I stream a lot. So I haven't really ever noticed any issues with Twitch, but I hear you. So you know, that's kind of why I didn't want to shut off the audience from YouTube on the streams, just because Twitch says, you know, hey, if you want to take this little thing that isn't going to make me any money anyway, then half of your audience can't watch. And what I'm seeing is usually half of my audience is on YouTube and the other half is on Twitch. So I don't want to you know, kind of cut that out. Yes, I agree, Marco. The fun things you get to do and the experience that the audience can have on Twitch, it's much more interactive. Although I will say YouTube is starting to make some inroads there, but they're a long way off from the interactivity that Twitch provides between the streamer and the audience, for sure. But I just don't want to cut off the folks that prefer YouTube, you know? That kind of sucks. Discuss my computer specs? Yeah, absolutely, man. We can pop on and do that this afternoon sometime. I'll throw on the Discord if you want. I'll put it in the my Cave Lords forum thing for you. And you may ask whatever questions you desire. In fact, you may want to pop something in there later to remind me, because I will forget. I'm old. I have old brain. All right, so let's refactor this mess a bit, right? Thread Ripper. Ooh, look, a hype. Hold on, sire. Hold on, my man. Sorry, I'm on call, so I'm just monitoring work stuff real quick, but it's all good. So what was I doing? Oh, I was doing a thing. All right, hold on. Sire, you have Twitch mod privs. You've earned them, my friend. Whoa! Sire, what'd you do? Sire, put it back! There you go. All right, sire. I'm gonna leave. All right, man. Just don't pull out the ban hammer, okay? Let's not go that far. Unless somebody's being a real jerk or doing ads. You can ban the crap out of those people. All right, let me get back to what I was doing here. You're good, Levi. Man, I got things pinging and all over the place here. All right, here we go. All right, so these set render targets are doing good. That's doing what I need it to do. And then the paint things. So I want to, the paint stuff, I want to genericize. Yeah, that's a word. I'm just going to say that's a word because I want to use it. And so by God, I'm going to. So let's start with the what do I want to start with? Let's start with the zoom. Let's just pull this out and put it in one place, okay? Does that sound good? Sounds good. So let's do... what do you guys usually call your function for grabbing user input? What's the thing that we use there in game dev? Because I want to grab user input. What method name is it? Import? Get user input? Well, yes, except the predominant theories on good code development are never call methods get or set unless they are actually getters or setters. That I like. And this probably doesn't actually belong, well, I don't know. Playmap seems like a decent enough place, though. Prompt. Not quite what I meant, but true, Marco. Genericize is a word? Nice. Yeah, I'll probably pull this process input up even further, but for right now, I just want to get it kind of organized. Yep, that makes sense. All right, but for the moment, let's go into our private section, which doesn't do anything but separates my brain. You are kidding, genericize. Wow. Generitize is also a that's my word of the day. So there you go. We've all learned something together. Aren't we happy? Generify. Now I want genericizify. That's almost as good as embiggen. Could also be startup. Yeah, that's true. Could. Too many suffixes. Never. Genericize a fineness. That's what we're working on today. Let's see. So we want to process zoomage. So we are going to pull this right on out of here. And we are going to put it in here. And then, where else did I put it? Where's my other one? There it is. I'll pull that right on out of here. Right? Here we go. All right, so that should, in fact, still work. Oops. Wrong number of, oh, well, yeah, I mean, come on. Should have just known what I meant. God. User input when I do stuff in DR is in the very aptly named method input. Well, see, Levi, that's just too simple, and I like to complicate things beyond reason. All right, let's see how we're doing here now. All right. Yep, it works. That works. That was a good refactor. Now, I want to have, all right, Levi, maybe you can tell me, I want this to be a scrolly wheel. So do you know off the top of your heads what the scrolly wheel is? I'm gonna guess something like that. I'm sure I'll be wrong, but I'm gonna guess it. We'll find out in a hot second. Maybe a tad fast. Well, we'll see. Oh. Up. Oh. That, okay. So it doesn't know that. That's an array. Let's, when all else fails, look at the docks. Oh, Y and, gotcha. Mouse wheel X and I was close. I was close. X and Y doesn't make any sense to me. I love DR all the time, man. I mean, there's some confusing shit about it, but I love it. I mean, there's confusing stuff about any framework. You just have to learn the stuffs. But I don't understand X and Y in the context of wheel, because wheels aren't. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Mine can actually do that, though I have never ever used that. Okay, so... Well, if I'm X, how do I know if I'm scrolling up or down? I want Y. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But again, negative and positive values of... Oh. You mean... Hey, Feta. How's it going, man? Yeah, man. Every Tuesday. That's what I do. I like to provide some entertainment, you know. Let's see. Positive doesn't exist on... Really? Can I do that? Or can I do that? Oh, yes. So I gotta do that. Safe navigation, yeah. Wonder how far I need to do it. Obviously further. What are you griping about? Find local or variable in what? Huh? What? Oh, what did I do here? Put that on the wrong damn side. There we go. Oh! We did a thing, chat. All right. That's great. All right, so we got that. And now let us do the movement. Args input left, right. Where did I set that, though? That's oh, that's just DR. Okay, good. All right, so I don't have to capture that. What I want to do is just move all this camera stuff off. So let us make a let us make us one of these. Fair? Okay, so should be able to get rid of all this, which are nice. Yeah. Okay, see if that's still working. It does. Nice. Alrighty. Now, this stuff. Okay. Now, I'm wondering, will I ever want my sprite width and sprite height to be different for different sprites here? I don't think so. Because I'm going to be generating just layers of the same size sprite and moving them all around together, right? So I think it's safe to genericicize this, right? This bit. And then yeah. So I can, that would be part of adjusting the camera, I think. And I'm doing that before, yeah. Oh, well, that's part of adjusting the camera too, really. Well, so here's a question, chat. Is this adjusting the camera or is this processing user input? Because, I mean, this could be either one as well, right? Oh, I've already got that there. So what I need to do is do this. So I don't need this. And I don't need this. Right? Okay. Rename it to what the function handles. Well, that's kind of why I was using adjust camera. So I think this is better fitting the adjust camera, because this input, while it is user input, is actually only to adjust the camera. So I think I like that better. Right. And I don't think I want INO. Yeah, I mean, I could. Well, or we could do something like this. Right? Yeah, I need to spend more time in the samples because, you know, there's a sample for that. But I don't. I just goof around with things. Test them and... But yeah, I should check out more of the samples. I don't do that very often, like I should. So... yes, I probably should do that ultimately, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm already... Well, it surely sticks with me longer, that's for sure. I don't learn faster, but I learn longer. All right, so I've got this going on. I've got this going on. That's all happy dappy stuff. Now, let us finish a refactor. So I think I need to set my offsets. Because this stuff should be pulled out, right? So let us the part of the I need to get rid of this. Let's not confuse ourselves here. All right, so is that offset stuff part of the... So the camera has its own offset. This is the sprite offset. All right, so after we adjust the camera, let's do that. I don't know if I need args. I do not. Although, rather than making this a... Well, okay, so from a performance standpoint, I could either do this or that. Is there any difference in performance there? What implications does that have? There is. Well, which is better? Okay, good. Because that seems easier. Because if that's the case, then I don't need to pass args around here. And yeah, you're right. So in onesie twosies, that's not going to make a big difference, but over thousands of ticks, it'll start adding up. So this is the... Do I want to call it sprite offset or render target offset? Well, I'm not offsetting the render target. I'm actually offsetting the sprite. Caching ARG state camera. Yeah, you mean here. I mean, I'm not yet worried about performance, but I think, you know, with games, it's something you should take into consideration. So I guess maybe that's a thing I should just get in the habit of doing. So in initialize, I can do that. Then I can do that. That should still work perfectly fine, right? Let's see. No, I broke a thing. Offset Y method missing. What? Oh, did I get halfway in the move and something and switch? Oh, whoops. Oh. I can do that, right? Yeah. I don't like that, but we'll deal with that later. What did I do? Camera to offset 12. Maybe that's just because I'd done that. All right, let's see where we're at. No. Next stream studying the camera sample. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Scene 35. What have I done here? Oh. Right, let's not screw with this. No wonder I'm... My lord. All right. Well, I'll give it one more shot because I think I understand what... That should be the right stuff, yes. Right, that should fix my immediate problem. I'm going over. That's all right. I want to finish this. God bless it. Wait, what did I do? Oh God. What do you mean? You mean, what is it? It's the initialize for that class. Yeah, because I'm special like that. I know. Yeah, you're right. It's a module. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. That was more than 5 minutes ago. But I'll dick something up here. Okay, so I think we're back to good. Let me... Map scene 14. Oh. Did I control Z too far? Damn it. So the sprite offsets are here. Right, and we are going to do this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do this. I'm not sure I could explain it, how all the technicalities work, but it's a thing. But I'd have to look back up to be able to explain exactly what the thing is and what I was thinking when I did it. There was a reason I did it. But that was more than 10 minutes ago, me, and he doesn't know how to document things. Griping about here. Oh, whatever. Shut up. Okay, so now I should be able to fix those things. That's true. And it had something to do with the fact that a module actually is an object, and you could do something with that self stuff to turn it into something else, but I have to. Oh no, I don't want this here. Right? Are you staring at me? Okay. Zoom works. Left and right works. I'm happy. That's awesome. Now, I don't think I know, right? We are making some progress here. Now I can actually read what the hell I'm doing. All right, so we got these things. I don't understand why this is weird. Why is it coloring that way? It's coloring it like a param instead of a method call. That's weird. I need to find out what's going on there. I mean, not that big a deal. It's just driving me nuts, you know? All right, so anything else that we can... Yeah, I know, but in Ruby that doesn't matter. You don't have to put parens. It should know better, so I gotta figure out why my theming is goofy. Got the paint pawns, the paint map. So really, these things are so similar, they should be able to be genericized, right? Well, yeah, parsing Ruby is a pain, but I know it can be done because my other environment on my Mac with VB Code does that correctly. Or VS Code, VB Code. All right. I'll do this one last refactor here. Yeah, VB Code. Vice Precedent Code. Sure. So let's do paint sprite. And we are going to want to pass in the sprite and path name. right? Because then I will do paint sprite with this. That. And that. Right? And then this. Shadowed by a local oh, balls. No. Where is it shadowed? What are you talking about? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, the Argus shadowed. So, but I actually don't need to do that. What I need to do is just, I can just do this. I don't even need to store this in here. Right? That's not a thing I need to do. I can just do that. Yeah. And then this becomes I mean, right? Oh, I shouldn't need to do that though, should I? I mean, I hear what you're saying. Is this superfluous? Do I need to do that? Oh, I see what you're saying. You just put this in the primitives. Which I probably should be doing anyway, but... Alright, and then this... should... Well, this seems too easy. That can't be right. Yeah, I shouldn't need... Okay, I mean, because I wasn't doing that before and it was working, but... I see. The primitives is better for... Yeah, I think I remember... Maybe it was Amir telling me a while back that using primitives is just better in most cases. Rather than doing... Sprite. But... I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Alright, so this should all be... Wow, that seemed too easy. That can't be right. I must have screwed something up, right? Apparently not. Holy hell. We have a thing! And look, we've got decent FPS going there. The problem though is if I new game or load a game, the FPS is going to tank because of the world map that it draws, but that's a problem for a different day. But this, I'm pretty happy with this. I would like, so I need to understand why this offset thing is a problem, right? Because I should be able to, like, look, if I do minus 1,000, minus 1,000, right? And I do this, it's fine. It shows up, right? That's okay. And that's why it should be. But if I do minus 2,000, minus 2,000, it no longer shows. And I can't get to it. It's not there. And I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me, because that... And I don't know what exactly the cutoff is, but something there is weird. Outside the bounds of the render target? I don't know. Is it? Well, I mean, any of them is, because the render target size is only 1280. Well, I'm assuming there's some kind of limit, but I don't know what that limit is. So I just would like to understand that, I guess, at some point. Because I would like that map initially to be centered, and if the map is too big, it just doesn't show up. So I don't understand that. I mean, it's not that the map is too big. The map can be rendered, but if I move it too far, it doesn't show up, and I don't get what that is or why that's a thing. But yeah, I think this is coming along okay. This is reasonably readable. Oh yeah, well I'll dive in there. I know he's taking a break, which he deserves. Bisect the numbers. Yeah, I'll keep playing with it. Well, I'll probably just ask in Discord. Somebody in there is gonna know something. Or maybe it's a bug that nobody's run into before and I'm just good at breaking stuff, but I doubt that. But this is, yeah, okay, so this is readable. I understand what's going on in here now, which is good. I've made massive leaps in understanding the camera stuff. You like the seed? I know, it took me a long time to come up with that one. Better way of making a camera with source XY. Same seat on your luggage. And you still own that? Oh. Levi, we're gonna have to talk in Discord about what you mean by that camera, because I like learning other things, but I don't understand what you mean with the source XY thing. We'll have to have a little convo in the Discord about that so I can learn. Oh wait, there's a sample for that, right? Okay, I'm happy with this. I think this was a good session, and we got oh. Source XY draws from the source. Okay, well, I'll look into it. I'm not grokking at the moment, but I'll look at it and see if I can understand. If not, I'll ask some questions. All right, so let's put this away. Oh, I'm sure there's examples for everything. Except Perlin Noise. There's no Perlin Noise example. That's not okay. Perlin Noise is the best. All right, let's do this. Makes samples to keep his sanity. Yeah, I get that. A D library. Yeah. Well, I mean, true. I remember that, Levi. That was a hell of a little project. Was today the 9th? Yay, I got it right. All right, so the develop branch is all up to date. Yeah, I remember you optimizing that, and then I went and just unoptimized the hell out of it. Hey. All right, so anyway, that was good. Oh, so glad you were here, chat. You guys helped me out a lot. That was a really good session for me anyway. I learned a hell of a lot there. Really have a better understanding about all this camera and movement and user input stuff. So that was really good. I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you enjoyed that, like, subscribe, follow, bring your friends, spread the word. We can get more people on here learning DR. We can expand DR, and I'm happy to help do that. And I think hanging out in places like this makes it fun for a lot of people to play with these things. So especially if you've got somebody like me that you can come and laugh at being an idiot, or just marvel at the beauty. One or the other. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. We will be back on Thursday. We've got the RoboDuck Dev Show. We're going to be talking about I forgot what we're talking about. Hold on, I'll tell you what we're talking about. We will be talking about Hotwire with Andrea Roca. I think I pronounced that right. So he's going to come on and talk to us a bit about Hotwire and what that means. And then yeah, talking about Ruby. There you go. And then I'll be back next Tuesday, and I'll figure out some fun stuff to do, but I'll keep you up to date on the Discord of what's going to be going on, Discord and Twitter. So you can follow me on Twitter at Ducky Dev Show. You can hop on. I'm usually on the DR Discord, mucking around. We also have our own Discord, the Dragon. Yes, there's one of those. RoboDuck Dev Show Discord. You can find links to that in my Twitter. It's pinned. But other than that, we will see you guys either Thursday if you're into that show, or Tuesday if you're just into the DR. Hope you guys have a great week and happy programming. Bye.